Hey, so today I would like to talk to you about some car stuff because I found this particularly interesting, and not everybody was fortunate enough to have a parent who's been fixing cars your whole life. So, what we have here is a starter, okay, and I've replaced starters a couple of times in my life. But this time I knew that the starter was fine because when you try to start the car, the engine wouldn't turn over, but it would crank. And so I could hear that the motor in this starter was engaging. So the motor's good. There was some other component that was malfunctioning. So this is a solenoid for the starter. It mounts here. Let me show you. This is the new solenoid, and it has this part that goes right there. So you have this plunger, and what that plunger slides into is this lever right here. So this lever moves back and forth. So you stick that on, and this plunger, when you stick the key in the car into the ignition and you turn it, this plunger pulls back on the lever, and when you pull back, when that lever pulls back, you can see right here that gear pops out. So this gear is what engages with what's called the flywheel on the engine. So the old solenoid was malfunctioning in that it wouldn't pull on this lever, the plunger wouldn't pull on the lever and cause that gear to come out and actually engage, make contact with the flywheel and engage and let the engine actually turn over. So this time I wanted to save some money. This is for my friend's Jeep, by the way. I want to save some money and try just swapping out the solenoid, because we're pretty damn sure this motor in the starter is working properly. And here's where I could use some advice, actually, because I don't know everything, definitely. So right here, this is called the ignition terminal. So I have a plug that slides onto it. See, it's just a long, skinny metal tab. It was a pain finding just the solenoid that was compatible with this vehicle. My issue, the new ignition terminal on the new solenoid is a lot thicker than the old one, so the plug will not slide onto it. My plan is to cut this off, remove it, and solder it on to the ignition terminal, to the thick one on the new solenoid, so I can slide that plug on. So hopefully I can solder that tab on and plug that plug in, and hopefully it works and that does the trick. I guess I'll let y'all know.